For my school technology survey, I interviewed a teacher at Leffler Middle School, Miss Benson. Some of the questions that I asked her were, what types of technology do the students use on a daily basis in her classroom? What are some effective ways to integrate technology in the classroom without getting the students distracted or off task? I asked her if keyboarding and technology class could be made a part of the regular day or maybe even part of the curriculum. I asked her if smartboards were a waste of time for her, like having to plan and make the lessons on the smartboard. And she actually told me that they don't use smartboards, they use Apple TVs. So I still asked her what she thought about smartboards and if like whiteboards allow her for more control in keeping kids on task and how she uses whiteboards in her classroom. I also asked her how much we can limit students on the computer to steer them away from negative images and information on the internet. I asked her if the school was going to incorporate more personal technology in the classroom, such as students bringing in their own devices to use. And I asked her if she was confident in teaching technology to her students. So the technology used by students every day are the Chromebooks. The 6th and 7th graders get one and they check it out for the entire year. The Media Center or their computer lab, they also have extras as well as desktop computers. And these all have some blocked websites, but right now they're working on making them more secure because right now students can basically do anything they want with them and they're allowed to take them home because they are renting them for the entire year. But they do use Google Classroom for almost all of their classes on the Chromebook, such as like turning in assignments or getting more help on certain subjects or assignments that they are doing on those. They also use Apple TVs, which have, like I said, replaced the smartboards in the classrooms. And the teachers like these because they're good with being able to connect to each individual computer, but they do lose resources from the smartboards that, are, there are certain different technologies on smartboards that they don't have anymore with the Apple TVs. Um, and then cell phones are not allowed, as well as other technology devices in the classrooms, which answered my question before if students will be able to bring in their own technology devices, which they will not be able to. They were only allowed to use their Chromebooks. So the technology used by the teacher is that she uses the whiteboard mostly for notes and information such as like the schedule and updates on homework. And then she uses the Apple TV for particularly like for different lessons or notes in class. They still have the projectors in the classrooms, but since they don't have the smart board, it's just, used to display on a wall, but they do still use those for different kinds of like things like movies or if the notes and they don't want to use Apple TV. They also like these because they can still use their PowerPoints or other apps like Prezi or Kahoot in the classroom without necessarily having to deal with the smartboard every day. As far as technology classes in the curriculum being implemented as years go by, she definitely thinks that keyboarding is still essential, especially for fifth graders coming into school, and just being able to use those different skills, being able to use a computer and learn how to type and use different writing techniques and skills. But they do need to work on the firewalls and blocking certain websites to make a better environment for our students to use. And then just some other things is that she really feels confident in teaching the technology, and she does feel like students learn better with them. She just wishes that the Chromebooks would be able to be used for each student as well as 8th graders, and that there would be more safety on the internet. Thank you.